Hello everyone, welcome to Ellie's Creative Corner, and today I have created this lovely 3-ingredient flatbread which is easy to make, soft and delicious. To our bowl we add our flour, which is about 1.5 cups of flour, and we add our salt, which is half a teaspoon of salt, and mix well to incorporate the flour and the salt. Then we add our oil, which is just about 1 teaspoon of oil, and then the remaining teaspoon we will set aside and use during the rolling process. We add in hot water, which is what I use because it makes the dough softer, and that's about 100 mils of hot water that we add into our flour. You can do it in little bits just so that you don't get a very wet dough, but even if you get a wet dough, you can just add a little bit of flour, and that's actually the good thing about this recipe because it's very much easy to just make up for any errors that may come. And so it's really easy, and it's just, I think, cheap to make. If you have flour and you have a little bit of oil, that's all you need. Water and salt is pretty much readily available. So we need the dough and make sure that it's all nice and smooth, and then we set it aside once we cover it. Usually I set it aside for about 20 minutes whilst I do other things. And so yeah, that helps it to also rest so that when you cut it up and roll it, you get a better texture and it's nice and softer that way. So yeah, we set it aside and cover it for, like I said, 20 minutes. And once that is done, we apply the remaining oil on the surface, and then we cut up our dough and start rolling it. Sometimes it sticks to the rolling pin, but just apply a little oil and that should be fine. Once we get that done, we have our pan on fire, and I use very low heat. So apply a little oil to the pan, just with normal paper towel, wet, just dab it in a little oil and rub it in, and that should work. Or you can just leave it without oiling the pan, that's also fine. So now we just wait for the bubbles to appear, and you can see once the bubbles are appearing, it means that cooking is happening. And when we flip it, you would notice that there are points where it looks golden brown, and that just looks delicious. It's not cooked yet, so we flip it onto the other side and just wait for a few minutes for it to cook. So usually about 2 minutes on each side should be fine, but it depends on your heat as well. I use very low heat, so it takes a little longer than usual, but 2 to 4 minutes should be max for it to cook. So I do 2 minutes on one side and then about 1 minute on the other, and then I flip it again. So just about 4 minutes, you should have your flatbread ready. And then, so once that is achieved, then we now flip our bread onto one side, and you could just use a little oil or butter and just rub the surface and make sure that it's nice and soft when you leave it for some time. It's just an option because sometimes I leave it the whole day, and so it just makes it soft when I come back to it. But it's just an option, and so you can leave it out. Also, what I do is that I cover my bread with foil just to keep it nice, warm, and soft, because we tend to do multiple batches before it's all eaten. So yeah, it's just something that I recommend you do. Just, you can either put, yeah, and then you can see it's ready now. Our flatbread is ready. When you flip it over, it all looks nice and golden, and it's really soft, as we can see, very soft. And when you tear it open, you can see the layers. So it's just really a nice, easy and quick recipe to make. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Ellie's Creative Corner, and thanks for watching. Bye.